In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high, under the endless sky. Now it's just me and this old saddle, and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name across the barren meadow. It's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Under the old oak tree where our names were carved, silence falls like shadows as the day gets dark. Your scarf still dances on the porch rails and the wind sings bass, but my heart won't mend. Oh, silence carved in the wood and the stones, and the echoes of the dust where we once roamed. Each sunset bleeds more color from my dreams, and silence is deeper than it seems. The gravel road wears a blanket of untrodden frost, since the warmth of your whisper and the touch I lost. Our cabin stands empty, but it's filled with your laughs, echoing against walls that our love once crafted. Oh, silence carved in the paths, in the rains, in the heartbeat shared and the love we claim. Each sunset bleeds more color from my dreams, and silence is deeper than it seems. I wander these hills, trace the stream so cold, looking for the warmth and the quiet feeling old. The saddle's worn, the trails are fading under moon's glow. I'm lost in the places only you and I know. sorrow is told. Sunsets keep bleeding colors from my dreams. Yet in this silence, love endlessly streams. Oh, in this silence, I still hear your dreams. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where you carved our name so wild and free, the wind whispers through the leaves, a silent chill. Beneath that oak, unspoken words stood still. A scarf you left hangs on the porch, faded by sun, a gray weathered torch, reminding me of the laughter, now silent and shrill, where once we danced, unspoken words stood still. Oh, how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but your memory, a shadow, nothing more. Saddles gather dust in an empty room, like my heart in corners where cobwebs loom. Paths we rode now overgrown against my will. In this quiet town, unspoken words stood still. The rain taps soft on the old cabin's glass, each drop a tear from the storms that pass. They speak of times your warmth could fill. Now they're just rain, and unspoken words stood still. Oh, how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but your memory, a shadow, nothing more. If silence were a river, wide and deep, I'd sail it quiet where lost loves sleep. But mine flows through the canyon against the grain, through wild lands where my heart remains. So here I stand where the old oak sighs, a lone figure beneath the vast unending skies. The prairie moon still weeps, but I implore for quiet peace where unspoken words soar. Echoes of you like the wind forever will haunt these lands where unspoken words stood still.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers bend, lies a memory of her, where the earth and sky blend. Sunset wrapped her in a shawl, all tattered and red, on that old wooden porch, where our dreams were softly said. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with a whisper soft and sweet, And the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless, grieving skies. For in the whisper of the trees, the wind closed her eyes. There's an old cabin standing, worn by time and by rain. Its door creaks like the saddles that we rode through the pain. Gravel roads keep on winding through fields of dry golden grain, but her laughter's just an echo from the storms that never wane. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with a whisper soft and sweet, and the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless, grieving skies. For in the whisper of the trees, the wind closed her eyes. Now I wander through the silence of paths we used to roam, each step a heavy verse in this earthbound tone. Lost in the symphony of a lonesome fading day, my soul finds solace as the skies turn to gray. Yes, the wind closed her eyes, and the world just passed us by. In the dust of the trail, under that wide open sky, still I roam these quiet towns where our love was once a prize. Forever haunted, forever bound, where the wind closed her eyes. So I sing to the mountains and to the stars above about a whisper in the pines and the woman I still love. Every sunset takes a breath, and every nightfall replies to the tale of a cowboy where the wind closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the white unforgiving azure sky, a rusted porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf had danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands emptied by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift. Saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love
echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dusk, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave paths and lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve. Out where the oak trees meet the gravel road, she laughed under skies of golden sunset glow. Her eyes burned like the fire in the desert cold, in that old town where the dust would softly blow. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Years have passed, the cabin's worn and old, saddles dusty, the porch is mossy stone. Where once laughter danced, now silence firmly holds. Scarf she left behind, now faded, frayed and cold. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Across the fading trails where our dreams used to roam, I wander heart in hand through this life alone. Every sunset bleeds into my soul's twilight. Her eyes a starless night, no more light to fight. Her eyes, they burn, and I'm lost in their flame, a lone silhouette against the prairie's vast frame. She's a ghost in the night, the final cry of the loons. Her eyes burn under the pale watch of the moon, letting go, yet she burns forever. The fire in the heart of a cowboy caught in old wire. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Her eyes burn like an old forgotten rhyme. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind whispers secrets that those old boughs still keep. And underneath that gnarled sentinel, I found your scarf faded red by the gravel road where promises and summer dreams were said. Hollow heart burns with the flame that won't die down. Every sunset paints your face on this empty, quiet town. Dust rises, settles like the tears I've learned to hide. Hollow heart burns, but I carry you inside. Lonely porch swing sways, a ghost in the twilight's embrace. The weeping willow watches, knows the sorrow in my chase. These boots worn down like the path to your old weathered door, where laughter rang through rafters, now silent evermore. Hollow heart burn with the flame that won't die down. Every sunset paints your face on this empty, quiet town. Dust rises, settles like the tears I've learned to hide. Hollow heart burns, but I carry you inside. Oh, the rivers know my sorrow, they've seen how tears can flow, and the mountains bear my echoes of I can't let you go. In the calm of the cabin where your scent lingers on, I found no solace at dawn, where your shadow once shone. Hollow heart burns, and tonight I feel you close, in the whisper of the rain, in the fragrance of a rose. Yet every trail I wander, every star I see alone, tells me love's a journey for a heart that turns to stone. Hollow heart burns, in the silence I atone. Out by the old split rail, where the wild daisies grow, I told you secrets when the summer wind was low. Your scarf danced with the breeze under that broad oak shade. We carved our names, but like the sunset, some things fade. Oh, the fence listened, heard my whispered dreams, where my heart spoke loudest by those quiet streams. Now the wind carries only dust, and my lone sighs underneath that endless, aching western sky. Fell away like leaves, seasons turn too fast. The trail to your door, covered by the grass, that old porch swing sways empty. No laughter rings, just shadows lengthen as sings. Yes, the fence listens to our laughter then tears. Now it stands silent, guarding all my fears. The rain washes old scars, but some memories stay, painted deep in hues of gold, then turning gray. Still the fence listens as I call out your name through the whispering pines. It's always the same. I lay down these burdens where your flowers grow, in the heart of the land where my sorrows flow, where the fence listens, knows I can't let go. Out by the oak, where the wild river's been, beneath stars that watched our nights without end, your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the dance, laughing at secrets and sweet summer's romance. The porch still creaks where you once laid your head, old cabin shadows, now my quiet cold bed. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down, with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. Saddles lay dusty, the trails overgrown, where we once rode through the valleys unknown. The rivers run still where your laughter had flown. Gravel roads empty, I walk them alone. Rain falls like tears on the path to the door of a house, not a home, not now, not anymore. Oh, my heart's a grave tied down, with memories buried in this hallowed ground. The wind sings your name through the whispering town, under the moonlight where our love was found. In the silence of night, by the flicker of fire, I see your face in the flames of desire. Time it has tamed the wild dreams we had sown, but your soul's with me still on this journey alone. Yes, my heart's a grave tied down, echoes of you in the spaces around. Oh, I'm bound to roam, forever I'm found in the shadow of love on that sacred out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground. A woven scarf blue as the prairie sky I found. Right by the porch where we'd sit when day was done, where whispers dance with the setting sun. Scarf shut the door on what we used to be, leaving me with raging winds and memory. Underneath the starlit dome, so vast and wide, I roam alone with your ghost by my side. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's just cold ash. Gravel roads echo with our forgotten laughs. Where wildflowers bloom, now there's just the rain, washing away dreams, leaving behind the pain. Scarf shut the door on all we used to know, lost in dust clouds where once wild rivers flow. On faded trails my lonesome heart does ride, seeking what's gone with shadows as my guide. Old saddle creaks as I whisper to the breeze, tales of a love as deep as the endless seas. Yet here I wander, a shadow in the dust, holding on to a memory wrapped in twilight's husk. Scarf shut the door, but still I feel you near, in the cry of the night hawk, sharp and clear. I'll ride these lands where sorrow softly pours, forever bound to what was once ours. Scarf shut the door, yet love never ignores. Farewell, my dear, till I find peace where these old rivers bend. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, I found an old locket, rusted tight in the throes. It whispered of love under vast starry skies, by the creek where the silver moon used to rise. Oh, how that rusty locket cried, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the night, of a heart that loves more than it should. Once there was laughter in these empty halls, footsteps that echoed through autumn's fall. A scarf left on the saddle, faded and worn, like the path from the gate, overgrown and forlorn. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the night, a gentle disguise as the wind takes the dust down a long gravel road. I've learned that some loves never lighten their load. So listen when the rusty locket cries, each tear a tale of the old wild rise, holding on to the whisper of the ghost in the breeze. Love's lingering shadow never set free. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, forever bound to the sunset sky.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, lies a scarf she left, faded now, a weathered thing. Underneath that old porch light, where moss still dance and swing, there's a whisper amongst the shattered glass, where we dreamed of spring. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. Old cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. The door swings lone and slow. Gravel roads where the marks we made, now overgrown, they barely show. That saddle rests untouched, dust settles where the light gets in, each piece a fragment of the days before the world grew thin. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. By the riverside, the willows weep, the stones remember names. Every trail leads back to her, each step retraces flames. Maybe on some rain-soaked night I'll meet her shadow at the gate, and in her silent company find peace with what I couldn't change. So listen close beneath the stars, where wild winds never rest, to the shattered glass whispers of a love once confessed. In the quiet town's embrace, or the wildland's endless quest, her memory's a melody in a worn-out cowboy zest. Yes, these shattered glass whispers bleed in the heart they never left.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the gravel path, I walked with her by the whispering winds, our youth a gentle laugh. Sunset painted our dreams in shades of burning gold, by that old wooden porch where stories of tender love were told. And the gravel road listened to the secrets we'd confide, to the silent promises under the starlit guide. Now the dust just swirls round my lonesome wandering shoes. The gravel road remembers what I'm destined to lose. Years rolled like the thunder clouds over prairie sky. She left with the autumn rain, no time for long goodbyes. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to dwell, only echoes in the rooms where our sweet past lingers well. All the gravel road listened as I called out her name through the rustling leaves, but it's never the same. Now the wind whispers through the gaps in the worn wooden floor. The gravel road's lonely, like my heart evermore. Oh, if these scattered stones could speak, what might they say about the scars left behind, or the dreams that faded away? Each step I take is a memory, a burden I bear on this gravel road going nowhere, echoing my despair. Yes, the gravel road listens, and it knows my fears. It's seen the shifting shadows, tasted the salt of my tears. Now I walk with the sunset, my story unseen. The gravel road listen to what might have been. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's an old wooden porch wearing years of the sun's glow. Found a rusty locket in the pocket of a coat left to wear no more. Whispers of her laughter drifting after, echoing across the moor. Rusty locket shut the door on the love we can't restore. Wind's a witness to the cries under vast unending skies. Memories like dust are blown through the streets we walked alone. Each sunset bleeds into the night with the ghost of you in twilight's light. Rode the trails of juniper under canopies of pine, bound by dreams and leather reins. Your hand once sleeved in mine, but seasons turn as they will do. Leaves and love both falling through. Now the gravel roads bear no trace, just empty space where roses grew. Rusty locket shut the door on the hearts that beat no more. Silent cabins, empty chairs, half-forgotten evening prayers. Paths we paved with youthful dreams, now just linger in moonbeams. Lost our way 'neath the harvest moon, where the nightingale sings a lonesome tune. Oh, these whispered plains shed in vain. And the locket's clasp, like my heart won't last, just relics of a love now part of the past. Rusty locket, close the seam on the portrait of a dream. Let her smile fade away in the arms of yesterday, as the stars watch and weep into memories I'll keep, riding on till end of days with her love, a gentle haze. Out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart did dwell. We carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky, bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace, as the wind sings a lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rolled by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. Where once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weaves, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold, and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky. Letting go, yet holding on to the whisper of your song. Trail fades out where our love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told in the dust kicked up and the sunset bowl.
Tied my horse just past the pine. The town looks smaller this second time. No signs of us, no porch light lit, just echoes of where ghosts once sit. I passed the church, the general store, where you once danced across the floor. But now it's dull, the window's gray, and folks don't smile or look my way. I left without a trace this time. No goodbye kiss, no borrowed rhyme, no letter carved on tabletop, no whiskey toast, no name to drop. I walked right past that broken inn where we carved hearts in busted tin. I asked the barkeep, she still come by. He said, whose son? And that's when I died. I sat alone in that corner booth, the one she'd claimed like gospel truth. I ran my hand along the wood where once she swore we'd always be good. I ordered rye like back in fall, said her name soft, just loud enough to call. A couple turned and gave blank stares as if her name dissolved in air. I left without a trace this time, no boot prints in the dusted line, no glances back, no cowboy lore, just silent steps on memory's floor. I brought her name like some old song, but no one knew who it belonged. It hung in air, then disappeared like a love that died when no one hears. I thought pain was missing someone, but worse is when the world forgets they ever run. So I left without a trace this time, not out of rage, not out of crime, just knew there's nothing left to find. When even ghosts don't seem inclined, I tipped my hat, paid the ride, and whispered one last soft goodbye. Her name fell flat, the world stood still, she's gone. But I was never real.
In the shadow of an old oak tree where the creek sings lullabies, there's a cabin with its porch worn down under vast unending skies. She danced through the threshold laughing with eyes so wild and wise. Every corner of that place whispers where my heart lies. Memory closed her eyes there beneath the starlit plains, echoes of her laughter mingling with the rains. My love's gone with the dusk on a breeze that never dies. In the silence of this wild land, memory closed her eyes. Where the gravel roads run empty, I wander and I roam. Each sunset's a reminder her heart was once my home. But the trails all seem to fade now, like the truths we never told. In her scarf that smells of summer, I find it's just the cold. Memory closed her eyes there beneath the starlit plains, echoes of her laughter mingling with the rains. My love's gone with the dusk on a breeze that never dies. In the silence of this wild land, memory closed her eyes. I've walked these lands alone, so tracing trails she left in dust. All that's left is a whisper tangled in the winds I trust. If love is measured in the miles, smiles or the tears that we must hide. Then I've loved her by the mountains where my broken dreams reside. Memory closed her eyes in the heartache of the night. I wear this worn out saddle and hold on to the light. Though the world keeps spinning onward, in her gaze I'm paralyzed. As the stars look down in sorrow, memory closed her eyes. As the stars look down in sorrow, memory closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak, where the soft whisper spoke, I first saw her silhouette in the fading light. Beneath the broad brim hat, her eyes like twilight sat. On the porch of Agewood, we shared dreams of flight. Her laugh breezed through chimes in those golden times, where the dust danced with the wind in a lover's sigh. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air. Riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own. The sun dipping low as if to disappear. Years rode by on storms, through the cold and warmth. Old cabin creaks alone like my weary bones. That gravel road untraced, by time itself erased. Her scarf faded blue, all that's left to own. From the saddle of my past to the horizons vast, echoes of hoofbeats, now just a heart turned to stone. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air. Riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own. The sun dipping low as if to disappear. Underneath the stars glow, where the quiet rivers flow, I reckon hearts like ours were born to roam. But every setting sun, like a bullet from a gun, reminds me of the love that I once called home. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, where whispers in the wind still softly roar. By the empty roads I tread, under skies fiery red, I hold to the sunset forevermore. Yes, I hold to the sunset forevermore. Down by the old dry riverbed, where the oak trees guard the dead, I sat with dusty bones of the past. Your scarf, the one as blue as the dusk, wrapped around my flask. Oh, whiskey, listen as the wind whispered through the grass. Whiskey, listen while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a tear dry. But in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. The cabin stands on the edge of time, its porch worn with the tales entwined. I see us dancing, shadows in the flame. But now the hearth is cold like the bed where I lay my name. The gravel roads washed out, the trails overgrown. Where once we rode together, now I ride alone. Whiskey, listen while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a tear dry. But in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. Under the wide brim of night and stars, I've whispered secrets to the skies. The land knows the hard scars, the truth behind the eyes. Whiskey's warmth is the ghost of your touch. In this lonely world, it's never quite enough. Whiskey listened as I tried to confess all the words buried deep in this cowboy's chest. The trail might fade under the setting sun's gold, but your memory's the warmth in the cold. Whiskey listens and the night understands that some love stories are just written in the sands.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight met its end. She wore a scarf of crimson against the winter's bite. Beneath that ancient oak, we found love and fading light. Now the trails turn cold where we once walked bold, and the oak leaves whisper secrets in the wind, so my heart a lonesome saddle, no rider to hold. On that lost trail turned cold. Oh, that lost trail turned cold. Years passed like the dust kicked up by Roman steeds. The town we love now shadows overtaken by the weeds. Her laughter once filled every corner of the saloon, now just echoes across the barroom under a mournful moon. The trails turn cold where we danced untold, past the old porch creaking, tales now never told. My dreams like rivers run, but never as bold. On that lost trail turn cold.
wander under skies turning gray. Each step a memory fading like the sunset's last ray. What's lost is never found as the night claims the gold. In the heart of a cowboy where his tale is slowly told. So the trails turn cold, my love story sold to the whispering pines, and the night so bitterly cold I ride alone. The story of love on that lost trail turned cold, forever lost trail turned cold. And the dust settles soft on the path I once rode, where memories like rain in my soul ever flow. Goodbye, sweet love, your tale forever told on that lost trail turned cold, that forever